Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, so basically what I'm doing today is I'm doing what I said I was going to do in my video. We're going to create a 130, I'm not saying all in one live show. It might take, multiple. But basically I want to get my turn that volume down. I swear I did. But I want to be able to create a 130 team bracket for my logos, and then so it's going to get created on the live show, and then once it's created from the live show, then I will make actual videos and post the videos throughout everybody's team's Facebook groups, and they will vote to advance the teams. So the purpose of the live shows will be to actually create the brackets, and then once the brackets are created, I'll make the videos and get the votes, advance the teams, make the next set of videos for the next round, and so on and so on. So basically, it's going to be instead of 4 regions, it's going to be 8 regions, because the regular NCAA tournament is 4 regions, 64 teams, and then the play-in games, a total of 68 teams. So we'll have 8 regions, and I did the math, and I'll actually have to have 2 voting games. So what I'm going to need help on is the way we're going to do this. The simplest way I could figure out is going through the conferences, and I've already made my videos, but I'm trying to get input. I don't want it just to be, this is what I say, and then y'all vote. I want to go through all the conference by conference, get y'all's who you think the best, who the best logo, second best, all the way to the worst. And then what that'll do is we'll have our rankings for each conference, and then we can look at, well, the best of this conference, is it better than this one? Something like that. But the first step is to get the conference thing down first. It's a big undertaking, but it's this idea that popped in my head, and when I have an idea pop in, it doesn't go away unless I do it. So that's my idea. Who the heck is D4 Sports? He acts like he knows me from somewhere. Who are you? Why are you stalking me? Nah, he's cool actually. I hate to admit it. He was my kryptonite at the Slob Olympics. There, I said it. True statement. He was my kryptonite. Basically, I went to the Slobs. I didn't do too bad, to be honest with you. But every single event, he either tied me or one-upped me. He didn't really crush me in anything, but he was always just a little bit better. 40-yard dash. I think I placed 5th. Guess who was in 4th? D4. I got the second highest IQ. Guess who got the highest? D4. I was able to push out 40 push-ups in the push-up competition. Guess who tied me? D4. Yeah, it was that kind of day. But it was a good day. He was just that thorn. He was just that thorn in my foot that just would not go away. Like I said, didn't crush me in anything, but always one-upped me. Even when I did good in an event. And I'm actually satisfied with how I did in the Slobs. I am. I'm satisfied. I placed, I think, 7 out of, I think there was 18 there. 16, 17, 18, something like that. And whenever they put out the odds, I was like, I guess voted, whatever, to place 11th. So I did higher than what my expectations were. But next year, I'm going to place at least in the top 5. I've got some goals for the push-ups. I'm going to at least do 60, and it's going to happen. I've done it before. I know how to train for push-ups. I know how to get that number up, and it's not doing push-ups every day. That's not it. Trust me, you will actually burn yourself out. There's a certain trick to doing push-ups as far as gaining, being able to do more and more and more. So 60 is my goal for next year. I'm hoping the 40-yard dash is spread out at least, fingertip to fingertip, because I made a bad decision. Basically, the park was shut down, and that's where everything was supposed to take place. Well, when that didn't happen, we chose a side street, and there was like 18 of us, lined up, squished, and I don't know what made me decide to do it, but I decided to squeeze between these two behemoths of human beings, and it didn't work out. Still finished 5th. And by the way, not only did D4 beat me in the 40-yard, but it was by a step. So it was just enough to irritate me. But he's a good guy. I think he's going to go to a West Virginia-Texas game with me this year. I'm trying to get Uncle Lou to go to a game with me. I think he's going to. I don't know about this year, but probably the next year. And we got a big thing that we're going to do for the Georgia-Clemson game. We're going to try to get a bunch of us to get tickets so we can go as a group, because if you don't, you'll probably end up all over the stadium. So it's turned into a mini family, a mini sports YouTube family. It's pretty great, to be honest with you. If y'all checked out my video earlier on the logos, I hope y'all enjoyed that, and that's what inspired me to do this live show. I've already ranked them, but I want to get y'all's input, because whenever I posted, and that video is doing fairly well, but whenever I posted that all over the Facebook groups, of course, this one said they didn't agree with that. This one said their team should have been higher. This one said I was a little bit biased, So I'm trying to get as much information and input from different fan bases, so it doesn't seem biased. So the brackets themselves don't seem biased, and that way, the voting's fair, the bracket's fair, everything's fair. That's my goal. My goal is not to be biased. So there we go. All right, let's see. Carson 41. Is that Carson in 41 or Carson 41? I think it's Carson in 41. Scott, he's in the house. D4 Sports, my kryptonite, he's in the house. C-Dog, probably wouldn't have even been able to do the sobs if it wasn't for C-Dog, because like an idiot, I waited till the last minute to get a room, and it didn't work out, but C-Dog said, hey, just stay in my room. Worked out. Appreciate it. I owe you one. Owe you a big one. My wife's calling me, so let me step back for a second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Hello? Well, that's not good. I missed a phone call. Hold on one second, guys. Hey, I pressed answer. I don't know why it didn't connect. In the house? In my studio. I was doing a video, but I couldn't help you. I need me to help you with something. Oh, I think they went outside, but I can get a hold of them. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I fixed a little something for them so they wouldn't be hungry, but yeah, that'd be fine. And Trey and him haven't eaten for sure, so yeah, that's fine. So that'll work. And the kitchen's clean, so we're good to go. Well, I was going to call him and then see if he'll answer and then try to find him out. Sometimes he doesn't answer you, and if I call him, I'll try to track down his phone. Alright, well, I'll let you know here in a minute. Alright, love you, bye. Sorry, real life going on. So I got to go get something real quick. Won't take me long. I'll be right back. About 5 minutes, something like that. Be right back. We're back. Looks like some people survived. I appreciate that. I know that was a little crazy right there. Alright, so what conference should we do first? That's the first question. What conference should we do first? Whenever I did my videos, I started with the group of fives. Do we want to do the group of fives first, or yeah, it kind of is like a bracket night, D4. And somebody, who was it that told me that you were doing that? It might have been Caleb. Somebody told me about your brackets night. I didn't even actually know about it. I don't know if I'm not getting your notifications or whatever, because every time I get notified about somebody's live show that I'm sub to, or, you know, whatever, I try to go. And I am sub to you, so I don't know. I'm going to try to start checking out those shows, because I would be very interested in that. Like, super interested. I mean, we can do SEC first. Get those logos going first. So the way I ranked them, it was what? Florida, and then I can't even remember. Florida, Arkansas, Missouri, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, LSU, Auburn, Mississippi State, Kentucky, and then it was Texas A&M. No, Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, and Ole Miss. The reason I had Ole Miss is because it's just the script. So my parameters, the way I did it was I based it on, you know, uniqueness. Did it look like they put any thought into it? How recognizable is it? Does it pop? You know, stuff like that. I didn't really factor in, like, team success. That doesn't... I mean, I could get how some people would base it on football success. But for me, it's more like, logo, not what they do on the field. But if y'all want to... She's calling me back. She knows I'm doing a live show. Hello? Hey. No. We're good. No, well, maybe some more tombstones. If I think of anything else, I'll text you. Alright. Love you. Be careful. Bye. But, yeah, that was her. And it's okay. Look, I didn't pick this out. She picked it out. She bought it. So, yeah, it's okay. It's okay if she interrupts a live show. It's more than okay. I'm okay with that. So, alright, so. Oh, yeah, why, like, if you have a YouTube channel and you go live, you already know. I think they actually scope it out and be like, how many times? It's a test. I'm convinced it's a test. They want to see if you will answer your phone or answer them or talk to them even when you're on a live show, to see, just how committed you are to them. So I believe it's a test. I really do. I think that's where the female mind goes sometimes. It's, how loyal is this dude really? I'm gonna test him out, and I think I am. It's a nice shirt. I didn't pick it out. The only thing that I said to her was, I'm running low on the gold side of things. I got pretty good amount of the blue shirts, but I need some more gold shirts. So she went on there, and she knows my taste, and she's really good at it. The only thing about this bracket thing is trying to figure out a way, like on the live shows, it would be nice if I had a setup to where I could fill in the brackets, as we're talking, because right now, this is the only thing I have. Like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 regions. So I need to work on something. That way you guys would be able to see it, as I'm filling them in. Of course, on the videos, I have the screenshots and all that stuff that I can put into the graphics, and they would be, seated accordingly. So that's the only issue that I'm trying to figure out as far as with you guys chat on my phone, and it looks like I'm lagging on here. It might be my phone. Well, we'll do the SEC first. I need to get a separate. Give me 1 second here. So the SEC has 4. Hold on. So this is where hitting the like button really, really helps right now. So the more people we can get in the chat, the more votes and input we can get. Not saying there's anything wrong with you guys. Y'all know that. I'm just saying the more people we can get in here, the better it would be. So, smash the like button. It'll get us recommended more, and more people will be in here. All right, so 1 through 14. All right, so yeah, I am lagging a little bit. I don't know why. It's annoying. Dadgummit. I don't know if y'all can... I know I'm screen sharing, but I don't know if y'all can see the logos very well. I'll click on them real quick. That way it'll be a little bit better. Well, I'm sure y'all, know the actual logos. It's kind of... Alright. I just... Dadgummit, I don't want my... There we go. I love that logo right there. I love it. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get off ESPN. I got this. I got this, guys. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Dadgummit, it's got all... I didn't even see this. Look at this. All 130 logo ideas. No, I don't want to see that. Nope. Nope. Not interested. Alright, so we'll go over here. Here we go. You have a big cat. Dadgum, this is a lot of images. That's not what I was going for. Let me see. Which one would be the best? Is that all of them right there? That doesn't look like all of them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that's it. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 12 right there. We'll go right here. Alright, there we go. I'm just checking that. Oh, so I can go over here. There's... Okay. I see. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I did this. This might save some time. Alright, so there's all the logos. How many we got in here? 5? Alright, no, that's fine. 5's fine. So, whenever I did my video, I chose Florida as number 1. Should we go from the bottom to the top? You can tell I've clearly not thought the live thing out. I have clearly not thought this part out. And that's okay. We'll figure it out. So, I guess my question would be, I think we should go from the bottom to the top. I think we should go from the worst logo to the best logo and get people's input on that. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Let me make sure I got everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so we got it. 14, we'll go from the bottom to the top. There's one last thing I'm trying to figure out. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll get it. I'll get it. I promise. Alright, so if you want to... I'm going to do it this way, okay? So I'm going to take everybody's opinion. That's a fact. So give your opinion, that's fine. We're going to start from the bottom, alright? The way I want to do this is I'm going to get everybody's opinion, but I got to make it some way to where the super chat counts just a little bit more. Not a big, just like $2, you know, something like that. Y'all know how YouTube works. So what I want to do is, I think I'm going to make the super chat worth, maybe 5 votes. We'll say the super chat is worth, how about this? I got it. If you leave a super chat, it'll be worth exactly how many people's in here. So, it's almost... Basically, if you were to vote for the last place team and you were the only person, you would almost guarantee that your vote would be the decision. So we'll do it like that. I think that's fair. Alright, so, but I'm still taking everybody's suggestions, alright? Don't freak out. I'm still taking everybody's suggestion. Alright, so we'll start from the bottom. Who do y'all think is the worst logo? My vote was Ole Miss. And the reason I say Ole Miss is because it looks like they put no thought into it. It's basically cursive writing. Looks like somebody, just signed it off. I'm sure there's some type of hidden meaning, whatever. But my vote would be Ole Miss. What would you guys say? Would y'all say something else, or do you agree on Ole Miss? I think, hold on 1 second, guys. I am blocking part of this. Let me shrink me a little bit. There we go. Is that better? Let me check on my phone. I think we're see. All right. So this is going to be interesting, guys. This is going to be interesting. All right. I vote Ole Miss. We're starting at the bottom, Rice. All right. So he's saying Tennessee. Getting all kinds of different votes here. LSU. Dadgum. Now remember, y'all are voting for the worst team right now. The worst. Keep that in mind. This is the worst of the SEC logos. And I'm getting no consistency whatsoever, which is fine. It's hilarious, but it's fine. All right, so Ole Miss for me. Tennessee. Try to keep your emotions out of this, all right? No, it's not who your worst rival is, who you hate the most, who the fans you can't stand. The logo. Look at the logos. Which one looks the worst? All right, LSU. We got to vote for Kentucky. I could see Kentucky. C-Dog. Are you changing your mind, C-Dog? Is it LSU or Georgia? Let's see. Pizza Woman says Florida's the worst. I have Florida as the best. Dadgummit. Oh, cripes. So we got 6 in here. 8. Oh, my gosh. Georgia has 8 votes right now. C-Dog just super chat. Georgia could win the worst logo. Well, not the worst logo, but the worst seating in these brackets. Yeah, it's not looking for Georgia. It's not looking good for Georgia. Not at all. But these other teams do. That's funny. These other teams do have votes. I'm assuming Florida really did mean. I'm assuming Pizza Woman really did mean Florida. So I did write Florida. So we got. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. But it looks like Georgia's going to steal this. We got Tennessee. I got Tennessee, LSU, Ole Miss for me, Kentucky, Florida. No, you're good, Pizza Woman. No problem. All right, so we'll do this. Before I lock it in, I'm gonna give you a what they call it, the bid ending phrase, going once, going twice. We're gonna do that. That way you can give y'all last chance or whatever. So Georgia for last place, going once, going twice. It's a done deal. Georgia gets the 14th seed in the SEC logo brackets. This is a stunning turn of events, guys. A stunning turn of events. Georgia, I didn't see that one coming. I think C-Dog has let his hatred of Georgia get the best of him. That's fine, though. Whenever I did my video, I put out that I thought Pitt was the worst logo in the ACC. Maybe it really isn't. Maybe it is just me. So I can definitely empathize with that. So locked for number 14. Wow, I did not see that coming. Wow. All right, I got to write down the names real quick so I can mark out as we go. LSU, Auburn, Tennessee. I'm going to do a lot of writing, aren't I? Vanderbilt. I want to at least get the SEC done with this video, this particular live show. We at least got to get that done. Texas A&M. Georgia, which will be marked out. They have their spot. Arkansas. South Carolina. Mississippi State. Ole Miss. Alabama. Kentucky. Should have wrote these down before. I know, guys. I know. And Missouri. Alright, Georgia, off the board. More lag, dadgummit. It's all good. Georgia's off the board. Okay, so, The Georgia Tech known as Sea-Dog. Yes, he locked Georgia in. He made sure that happened. Okay, so now we got 13th place, which I'm assuming everybody's going to keep voting the same way until they get their particular team in. Are we doing same? Who's number 13? We got 14 as Georgia. Who's number 13, guys? This is the comment show, actually, because it'll be based on the comments a lot. Yeah. Sorry, Sports Prod. Georgia got voted into... Well, I say got voted, but basically, Sea-Dog happened to hit the Super Chat when there was 8 people in chat, so his vote counted for 8 votes, and locked Georgia into the 14 seed in my brackets. Well, not the 14 seed, but the bottom of the SEC. They could potentially be a 16 seed, depending on how things go. You never know. So I don't, just to remind everybody what's going on. You watched my video today. I am making my brackets for the logos. And what we're doing in the live shows is we're going to seed them. Once they're seeded, I'm going to make videos. People are going to vote on them. And there is going to be a worst logo or best logo. I need to figure that out. I guess best logo. And then we'll work our way backwards and figure out who has the worst logo. Something like that. And right now we're doing the SEC. And Sea-Dog made sure that Georgia got the bottom of the barrel. Georgia is number 14 in my SEC brackets. I mean, they are. That's a done deal. I can't undo it. That's the way it goes. So now now we might be thinking on the revenge side. This thing might go sideways, guy. I didn't think about all this. Sea-Dog might have started an avalanche. I don't know. But now we're on number 13 in the SEC. What do y'all think about number 13? Who should be number 13? Sea-Dog has already voted LSU. So we got to vote for LSU. Let me go back and make sure anybody... Sea-Dog actually likes Vandy's logo. Dadgum, man. Alright, so yeah, that's the only one. Man, Sea-Dog. Oh, no, Pizza Woman voted Vandy. My bad, I didn't see that. Vanderbilt gets one. Vanderbilt and LSU. Sports Prod says Auburn. So I'm gonna stick with Ole Miss. I'm gonna say Ole Miss. Rice sticking with Tennessee. Consistency. I like it. We got 8 in the chat. Anybody else voting? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes. So counting me, that would be 9 people. Hey, I'm cool with that, Sea-Dog. Voting Pitt as the ACC worst. I definitely agree with that, 100%. 100%. Y'all got any ideas for a tiebreaker? I didn't think that through. Everybody's voting for different teams. You don't realize that people think differently. I'm like, people will vote for Ole Miss. Writing that. That's not true. I guess y'all like Ole Misses. Aaron Short says Bama has at least 3. The one you have posted now, the one in your Power 5 logos, yeah. And they have a current cool one with the fierce elephant head with the word Alabama caution under it. Yeah, the one that I use for the video is the one that ESPN uses. So I tried to be consistent because, like you said, there's so many different variations. I don't know. Why don't you like LSU's colors? I'm just curious. I'm not saying that's bad or crazy or anything like that, but why? Why do you not like them? Alright, so I hate to pull the trump card, but the way this has to happen, if there's a tie, and right now we got a 5-way tie with Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss got 1 vote. So if we got a tie, then I'll have to play the trump card, guys, and I'll pick it. But there's a twist. If you don't, for whatever reason, if you don't want Ole Miss to be in that 13th spot, then you can actually flip your vote before we're done. If I see that you voted for something and you want to break the tie and you want to flip your vote, that's cool. Otherwise, I'll have to play the trump card and Ole Miss will get the spot. So does anybody want to flip their vote before I play the trump card? Or is there anybody in the chat that hasn't voted and wants to vote real quick while we do this? Voting on the second worst logo in the SEC. Let me see, Pizza Woman. Oh, Pizza's flipping. I think she just flipped. So Auburn is going to get this. All right, so she's flipped from Vanderbilt to Auburn. And Auburn, yeah. All right, so going once. Going twice. It's going to be Auburn. That one's not bad. That was a splitting hair type of thing whenever I did my video. So, dadgummit, Sea-Dog. Flipped to Tennessee. Who did you have? You had LSU. Nope. I closed it out before you flipped. I think so. I'm going to change my credence call because I think I have a little bit of lag. Oh my gosh, now we're adding Kentucky. Alright, so let me change the credence call because I think I have a little bit of lag. I'm going to do like I'll do 1, 2, 3, like all the way to 10. That way, if any comments get updated between that space, that's when I'll do it. So I'll redo that. I'll go back, recount. He flipped from LSU to Tennessee. Auburn and Tennessee are tied. It looks like my team is definitely not going to. Kentucky gets a vote. J.A. Jones. I see you, bud. I see you. Kentucky gets a vote. I'm seeing if anybody else want to vote. No. So now we go back to being tied. All right. Might have to do a coin flip because I can't pull the trump. Well, I guess I could. I could give my worst out of those two. And Sea-Dog flips to Kentucky. And Aaron Schwartz got Kentucky. Who's the third Kentucky? We got, Aaron. Aaron, J.A. Jones, and Sea-Dog. That's 3. All right, looks like Kentucky will grab that. I'll count the credence real slow, okay? Going once. Going twice. Alright, it's going to be Kentucky. Good job, guys. Y'all figured it out. And I had Auburn in there. Auburn gets back on the board. This is getting a lot crazier than I realized. I didn't realize how tough it is. Oh, I appreciate that, Eddie. I appreciate that. I didn't realize how wishy-washy y'all are. So this has been a little bit more challenging, but I like it. I like it. It's cool. We're good. All right, so in the SEC, Georgia, according to votes, has the worst logo. Second worst logo is going to be Kentucky. Now we're number 12. All right, so Georgia. Let me mark out Kentucky. All right, Georgia and Kentucky are off the board. Who left on the board? I'm going to stay consistent. I'm sticking with Ole Miss. So they're keeping that vote. But Georgia and Kentucky are off the board. Who y'all got? The 12th worst SEC logo. If you were to super chat right now, your vote would be worth 9 votes. Pretty much locking that team in. Just putting that out there. You're good, Rise. We'll see you next time, man. Drop by anytime. I appreciate your support, man. I really do. I appreciate everybody's support. I love this. Number 12. Number 12. All right. LSU. Vanderbilt. 2 votes so far. Come on. There's 9 in the chat. Who's the next worst besides Georgia and Kentucky are off the board? Who's your vote? Next worst. Mine's still Ole Miss. So we got a vote for LSU, Vanderbilt, Ole Miss. Pizza Woman goes Vanderbilt. That's 2. Vanderbilt's winning. We got 10 people in the chat. Only 3 votes. Who's the next worst logo? It's right up there on your screen. What's your vote? I'll give y'all just a little bit more. Okay, so Rise is still going to vote for Tennessee. I'm cool with that. So Tennessee gets a vote in there. But Vanderbilt is still up 2 to 1 to 1. I'm trying to be consistent and stay with Ole Miss. Man, nobody besides me has voted Ole Miss. I guess more people like that script than I realized, or there's some deep hatred for these other teams. Excuse me. Real life going on, guys. I might have to burp every once in a while. Oh, we got another vote for Vanderbilt. J.A. Jones. I think Vanderbilt's going to lock this down. Yeah. All right, so Sea-Dog, this is what I'm trying to explain. It doesn't mean that they have anything against Vanderbilt. It just means they don't like their logo. You got to take emotion out of it. You have to take emotion out of it. You got to go by the logos. All right. Let me call it out. Going once. Going twice. Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt got it. Now we're getting somewhere, guys. Now we're getting somewhere. Number 14, Georgia. Number 13, Kentucky. And number 12, Vanderbilt. Let me take Vanderbilt off the screen. I need to figure out how to do that for real on the screen. Because I'm leaving teams up there. I will have that figured out by next show. I will. I promise. I will. All right, so for 11th place, LSU, Auburn, Tennessee hanging in there. Texas A&M, Arkansas, South Carolina, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Alabama, Florida, Missouri. Oh, I guess the logo. Well, I don't know. All right, so we're at number 11. 11. Who's your vote for number 11? Man, Ole Miss really is hanging in there. No votes for number 11 yet. I'll just pencil in Ole Miss. I want to give y'all, all the chances in the world. But Aaron is going Ole Miss. All right, so that's 2 votes for Ole Miss. Anybody else? 11th spot. Is it going to be Ole Miss? Old Piss. That's actually funny. Good one. C-Dog going back to LSU. Florida. Wow. Oh, the hatred is creeping in. The hatred is creeping in. Yeah, we got 2 votes for Ole Miss because I vote Ole Miss. We got to vote for LSU. I think Rise voted Tennessee on the way out, and then Florida. So we got 2. I think Ole Miss might win that 11th spot. Oh, Pizza Woman is actually a baseball fan. I didn't realize that. That's actually cool. Oh, J.A. Jones going Tennessee. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know you were a baseball fan, Pizza Woman. That's really cool. Who's your favorite team? I live in the South, upstate of South Carolina, so my second favorite team would be the Atlanta Braves. But my favorite is the Cincinnati Reds. No place on earth that I could move to could change my mind. Cincinnati Reds, 100% to the day I die. Okay, so you might switch up your logo for Targaryen playoffs. Okay, I see. And C-Dog says he might flip to Tennessee. Is that a yes or no? Are you flipping to Tennessee? Diamondbacks. That's a good team. Nothing against the Diamondbacks. Is that official, C-Dog? Are you flipping to Tennessee? Oh, you would be flipping from LSU to Tennessee, but yeah, that would save LSU if you want to do that, C-Dog. C-Dog playing politics. It's all good. Are you flipping, C-Dog? Give me confirmation. Are you going from LSU to Tennessee, or are you sticking with LSU? Either way, just type in LSU or Tennessee, whichever one you're sticking with. All right, C-Dog is flipping to Tennessee, so the vote for LSU is coming off. It's going on to Rocky Top. Tennessee has the votes 3-2 as of right now. If you're a Tennessee fan in the chat and you want to save your team from 11th place in the SEC, Super Chat, that's the only saving grace right now. But it looks like Tennessee's going to go in number 11th. Let me check and make sure. Oh, did Pizza win? Oh, I didn't realize she didn't even vote yet. She voted Auburn. That's cool. I mean, Auburn's not going to get it, but at least you voted. And now Sports Prod is flipping to Auburn. Who did he vote for? Florida. So now Auburn has 2. Still not enough. Tennessee's going to take this. Jaden's saying Arkansas. So Auburn has 2 votes, Tennessee 3, Arkansas 1, and Ole Miss 2. And, of course, you can always flip to a team that's about to get eliminated or in favor of a team that's about to get eliminated. If you really like their logo and you're trying to save them, you can do that, or you can stick with your vote, or you can super chat. It's your choice. Pizza Woman is sticking with Auburn. Jaden's got Arkansas. Aaron says, I'm a Bama fan, but Gators and Arkansas logos are cool. Thank you. That is exactly how I ranked them in my video. Arkansas was number 2 and Florida was number 1. Awesome comment. Awesome comment. I love that comment. That's good. So since we have a team that has a 1 vote lead, I'm about to wrap up 11th place. Going once. Going twice. Well, boys from D. votes LSU. Well, LSU only has 1 vote right now. So the only thing that would put them in 10th spot right now would be a super chat, or 11th spot would be super chat. But it's all good. It looks like Tennessee might grab that. C-Dog, you're not flipping again, are you? Dude, are you flipping back to LSU? Okay, you're not flipping. All right, so it looks like Tennessee will have the votes. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think we're good. All right, so it's going to be Tennessee going once. Twice. Done. Tennessee goes into the 11th spot. That one actually surprised. I thought Tennessee had a cool logo, but, you know. It's cool. It is what it is. No problem. Now we're going for 10th spot. We still have LSU, Auburn, Texas A&M, Arkansas, South Carolina, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Alabama, Florida, Missouri. Who is your vote for the 10th worst logo in the SEC? Georgia, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, and Tennessee are off the board. You cannot vote them. Well, you can, but it won't count. Georgia was voted by a super chat. 14th. C-Dog locked that in. Kentucky was voted 13th worst logo. Vanderbilt was voted 12th worst logo. And Tennessee was voted 11th worst logo. So now we're at the 10th worst logo in the SEC. Of course, C-Dog, he's sticking with LSU. I'm going to stick with Ole Miss. Sports Prod going Auburn. Aaron Schwartz, Ole Miss. There we go. Finally. Ole Miss. Did I miss anybody? I'm just making sure I keep up. Boys from D, Mississippi State. Oh, that's the first time Mississippi State got one. Okay. Pizza Woman, Auburn. J.A. Jones, Ole Miss. Oh. Golden Blue Dude might actually get his way on this one. All right, let me make sure I don't miss anybody votes. We are voting on the next worst logo in the SEC. Georgia was voted the 14th worst. Kentucky was voted the 13th worst. Vanderbilt was voted the 12th worst. And Tennessee was voted the 11th worst. So now we are voting on the 10th worst logo in the SEC. LSU, Auburn, Texas A&M. You know what? I might point to it just in case. We got LSU. Well, that's a screen share. My hand is not on camera. I'd have to do it with the mouse. Hold on. All right, so we got LSU, Auburn, right there. Texas A&M, right there. Arkansas, right there. South Carolina, right there. Mississippi State, right there. Ole Miss, right there. Alabama, right there. And Florida, right there. And Missouri, right there. Those are the teams left to vote for. Okay, let me make sure I got everybody's votes in first before I start counting down. Okay. We got an Auburn. We got an Ole Miss. We got a Mississippi State. We got another Auburn. Oh, is that 2 Auburns? I missed that. There's 2 Auburns. Okay. Another Ole Miss. Another Ole Miss. Oh, no, it's the same guy. You trying to trick me, J.A. Jones. Sports Prod says, not biased at all for C-Dog to vote for Georgia with the super chat. Hey, he was just taking advantage of the rules, and there happened to be 8 chat members. Now, had he used the super chat when there was like 2 or 3 in there, it wouldn't have been worth as much, because the rules are, if you super chat your pick, then it's worth how many ever people are in the chat. So he was taking advantage of a situation. I think that was good politics by C-Dog. I'm just going to be honest with you. But right now it looks like there's a tie between Tennessee and Ole Miss. Wait, no, I already wrote Tennessee down, didn't I? Dadgummit. Take Tennessee off the board, Chris. Stop doing that. Auburn. Auburn's the closest to find the old logos and do it all again. I might do that, but I got to get through this first. But that's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. I've seen some goofy old logos. Whenever I was looking at the Big Ten and I saw whenever you look at these logos, they show the old logo and the new one, and it's hilarious. Arizona State's with that goofy cartoon, Arizona State Sun Devil, and then the pitchfork, big improvement. Michigan State with the disgruntled Spartan, and then the silhouette. Goofy stuff. I might do that. All right, so Ole Miss has the votes for now. Anybody want to flip? Anybody that didn't vote want to vote for the 10th worst logo? I tell you what, you can vote whatever team, and if they've already been voted off, I'll tell you they've already been voted off, and you can switch a vote. But right now, as we stand, counting my vote, Ole Miss has the lead. 3 votes. Mississippi State 1. And Auburn 2, LSU 1. Are we good? Anybody else want to vote for the next worst? Oh, you're good, J.A. Jones. The next worst logo. What we're doing, let me explain this real quick. We're going to seed brackets. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to make videos, put them out to Facebook, pump them out, get votes. And then we're going to vote on the best logo. And from the matchups, I will actually be able to tell from the votes who people think has the worst logo. So this will all directly affect that. Yeah, some people, you know what? I actually like that. Yeah, some people have gotten confused. I'll probably confuse myself. Who knows? We'll see. But right now, we're actually going in a good direction. I think Pizza Woman's going to vote Ole Miss before. No. Oh, she's flipping. All right, so it's gonna be Ole Miss. I got to do the credence though, just in case somebody wants to pull the trump card with the super chat. Going once, going twice, and it is done. Ole Miss goes in as the 10th worst logo in the SEC as voted by the people in the chat. That's how we roll. So Ole Miss goes off the board. Now we're starting to get into some of the better logos that you guys think. This doesn't look anything like what my list did, but that's okay. It's the way you guys vote. New guys in here. The way we're doing this, we've already knocked out 5. Georgia was voted 14th worst, as in the worst. Kentucky 13, Vanderbilt 12, Tennessee 11, and Ole Miss 10. So we have LSU, we have Auburn, we have Texas A&M, we have Arkansas, we have South Carolina, Mississippi State, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. So I look at everybody's vote, I count them, but a super chat vote is worth as many people that are in the chat. So if your team is in danger of going in a spot that you do not want them to go, or you just hate somebody else's logo so much that you're willing to super chat to put them in there, super chat will pretty much trump everybody. I know, JoJo, you that was Sea-Dog. Sea-Dog is a Georgia Yellow Jacket fan, and he pulled the super chat card. He super chatted Georgia, and there were 8 people in the chat, and nobody would save Georgia, so his super chat put Georgia 14th. I don't agree with it. He's just following the rules. All right, so now we're at number 9. Number 9. 9th worst logo in the SEC, guys. Who you got? 9th worst. Rocky Top, Aaron Smith, already in. Wait, we already did Tennessee. Tennessee's out. They're off the board. Stop trying to mess me up. J.A. Jones goes Mississippi State. I think that's who he said last time. I think I'm catching on to that one. J.A. Jones, Mississippi State. Tennessee is off the board, by the way. They've already been voted pretty low. Tennessee off the board. Vanderbilt off the board. Georgia off the board. That's crazy. Ole Miss off the board. And Kentucky off the board. And right now we have just one vote for Mississippi State. Anybody else? Mississippi State might get in with one vote. Wow. Is Mississippi State going to grab that 9th spot with one vote? Nope. LSU. LSU. Let's see. Who am I? Well, Ole Miss is out, so who am I going to vote for? We are voting on the next worst in, oh my gosh. C-Dog super chatted again. LSU gets 10 votes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. LSU now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 votes, counting 1. C-Dog is determined to get his way. So yeah, it looks like LSU is going to win that one. But let me explain it again, just in case there's some new people in here. Basically, I'm creating brackets. I'm going to make videos on those brackets. People are going to vote, and we're going to determine who everybody thinks the best logo in the nation is. So this is going to go directly into, determining who the best logo in the nation is. And what we're doing here is we're seeding the SEC. And the way to do that is just vote. We're going from worst to first. So we're working our way up from the bottom. And Georgia was voted the worst logo because C-Dog pulled the super chat. If you do a super chat, it's worth how many ever people are in the chats at that moment. At that moment, there were 8 people in the chat. So he got 8 votes for Georgia. So Georgia landed 14. Kentucky got voted 13th worst. Or 2nd worst, whatever. Vanderbilt got voted in 3rd worst. Tennessee, 4th worst. Ole Miss, 5th worst. Now we're working on 9th place in the SEC. And it looks like LSU will take it because C-Dog super chatted again. And that gave LSU 10 votes because there were 10 people in the chat at the time. Let's see if there's any. You can still vote, though. It's okay. I'll still count your vote. Basketball Legend says Missouri. Ooh, that's a first. Ohio State. They're not even in the SEC, Pizza Woman. Aaron Short says Missouri not bad. Does anybody else want to vote before I pencil LSU in? I think this is going to get really interesting when we get towards the top, like the best logo. That's what I'm waiting on. Aaron says LSU. I think that's going to be a wrap. That's going to be a wrap. Only a super chat would make this close right now. We'll see you, JoJo, man. Have a good one. Rick says, seems like a bad way to vote. We're just figuring it out. The funny thing is, I didn't see... You might be right. I didn't see things going the way they're going. People are voting on the teams they just don't like. Some are going by, the worst logos, and some are going by the team they don't like the most. So the way it turns out is the way it turns out. All right, so LSU is going to get... Hold on. I got to do the credence. Once. Going twice. LSU. Hey, $2 counts, man. That's a super chat. You're good. LSU nailed in at number 9. Off the board. Off the board. All right, so... That's up to you, C-Dog. If you feel compelled to use the super chat, then by all means. All right, so now we're at number 8. LSU, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Ole Miss, Kentucky, off the board. Gone. Can't vote for him. So the next worst. So out of the remaining, which one do you not like the most? Which one do you think is the ugliest? We have Auburn. Hold on, let me point to it. We have Auburn, Texas A&M, Arkansas, South Carolina, Mississippi State, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. Out of those, what logo do you think is the worst one out of them all? Sea-Dog is now going Mississippi State. Somebody voted for Mississippi State in the earlier round. If you would vote that again, that would build a strong case for Mississippi State. I think that's the only vote I see so far. Rick Sanchez. Amazing how many laws get passed or not with the right pocketbook from lobbyists, but I disagree. Sea-Dog is being a lobbyist today. I'm okay with that. Basketball Legend says Arkansas. Rick Sanchez. No, Vanderbilt's off the board, Rick. Change your vote. J.A. Jones says Mississippi State. Hold on, my wife's calling me again. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to pass this test. Hello? Oh, okay. I got to go get Domino's. Alright, I'm going to go get it. Huh? Oh, I was doing a show. Alright. I'll see you in a little bit. Love you, bye. Get some pizza. I am bound and determined to finish this, though. It's gonna happen. All right, let me go look at this. Okay, so. All right, so Sea Dog has. I just don't want to. Okay, here we go. Sea Dog, Mississippi State. Legend. Vanderbilt's off the board, by the way. J.A. Jones, Mississippi State. Rick Sanchez goes Arkansas. Got it. Sports Prod, Florida. Wow. Yeah, we'll get to AAC. I got you. Aaron Short goes Auburn. Basketball Legend is already voting for Memphis for the AAC. And Tulane. They do have some bad ones. I agree with that. Let's see. Anybody else? Let me do the tally on the votes real quick. Alright, so we got Mississippi State with 2 votes, Auburn with 1 vote, Arkansas with 1 vote, Florida with 1 vote, Missouri with 1 vote, and I will vote. I can agree with Mississippi State. That'll give Mississippi State 3. I guess I'll do the credence now. Going once. Going twice. Mississippi State. And Aaron Short says Texas A&M at the last second at the buzzer. Who did he vote for before? Hold on, this might be a flip. Yeah, it doesn't really change much. He changed from, all right, so it's still going to be Mississippi State. Mississippi State's in. All right, number 8. Now we're actually getting into the top 7. Wow, we're getting somewhere. Amazing. Mississippi State off the board. We have one, two, three, four. Okay, let me make sure. All right, so here's all we have left. Auburn, Texas A&M, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. Out of those 7, who is the worst logo, in your opinion? Evan, who has the worst logo? I'll go over it again. Auburn, Texas A&M, Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. We're at number 7. We're getting up there. Who's the worst out of these? Auburn, Texas A&M, Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. First vote for Alabama. Wow. Rick says North America. I think that's a vote for everybody. Alabama gets a vote. I think there's a vote for Auburn. So Auburn has a vote and Alabama has a vote. Yeah, Auburn. I got you. Alabama has 1 vote and Auburn has 1 vote. This is the worst out of Auburn, Texas A&M, Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, Missouri. Pizza Woman goes A&M. Rick Sanchez goes Auburn. Did he just flip? Well, Auburn still got a vote because of J.A. Jones. Sanchez goes A&M. He flipped, so now it's a tie. Yeah, Short, Auburn, Sanchez, Auburn. Oh, wait, that's 3. Aaron Short, Auburn. No, Sanchez flipped to A&M. All right, I got this. I'm on top of this. So, right now, we're Auburn 2, A&M 2, Alabama 1. tiebreaker scenarios. I can tie break it. Super chat definitely would tie break it. Or somebody could flip and untie this. Up to y'all. Auburn and A&M are tied with 2 votes. Tiebreaker scenarios. Leave it up to me. Which I would take. Dadgum, that's close. I'm gonna go with A&M. So now A&M leads. And C-Dog flips to A&M. Looks like A&M is going to take this. So A&M has 4 and Auburn has 2. Do Auburn next. Let me make sure it's Rick Chance. Okay, yeah, we're good. I can't say that name right quick. I say like Riss Chances. I think it's what I try to say. It's Rick Sanchez. That is the correct way to say that. A&M going once, going twice. It's done. A&M number 7. That was actually unexpected because A&M was not really getting any votes. So, interesting turn of events. I think we're already getting votes for Auburn for the next one. Sanchez says Auburn. I think Pizza Woman is saying Auburn. So we already have 2 votes for Auburn for 6th place. We have Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri left. Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. That is who we have left. They are on the screen. There is Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. Okay, my bad. I didn't know you already voted. I got them mixed up from that last vote. All right, so Auburn has 3. C-Dog says Arkansas. Okay, so Auburn 3, Arkansas 1. Rick Sanchez says, you're from West Virginia. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you let me slide because I'm from West Virginia. Yeah. Pizza Woman has Auburn. You're good. She has Auburn. Sanchez and then Aaron Schwartz. That's 3. That's 3. So it looks like Auburn's going to take this. 3-1. Arkansas 1. 6th place going once. Twice. And J.A. Jones confirming. Auburn. 4 votes. Auburn. Into 6th place. Now we're in the top 5. Now we are in the top 5. The worst of the best, I guess, is what you could call this. So now comes the strategy of saving the team that you don't want to be this low, which is not that low. Not that low at all. Auburn just went in. Auburn's 6th place. So we're doing top 5. We have Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri left. Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. Who is your least favorite out of those 5? Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Only 5 spots left. Only 5 spots left. I will vote for, out of that bunch, I'm going to vote for South Carolina. So South Carolina has 1 vote. If nobody else votes it, it's going to be South Carolina. We got Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. C-Dog says Arkansas. He does not like Arkansas. Anybody else want to vote? Ah, dang. What was the tiebreaker again? Oh, it would be me. I would be the tiebreaker in this scenario. So it's between Arkansas and South Carolina right now. Looks like South Carolina might get this by default. I'm about to call it out, guys. South Carolina into the 5th spot. Going once. Oh, J.A. Jones says Arkansas. Okay. What's your vote, Pizza Woman? We got 2 for Arkansas, 1 for South Carolina. I'm going to call it out. This is for Arkansas to get into 5th place, which is not bad, actually. Going once. Going twice. Arkansas into 5th place. Rick Sanchez says not Arkansas. Well, that's not a vote. Sorry, bud. Arkansas off the board. Now we just got 4 left, guys. 4 left. That is it. South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, Missouri. Who is the worst out of those 4? The worst out of those, Missouri. South Carolina has 2 votes. Sea-Dog says Missouri. Wow, I was actually not expecting that. That works, though. Seating for the SEC logo. About to be done. We're getting close. About to call it out, guys. South Carolina has 2 votes. And Missouri has 1 vote. For the worst out of South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. Going once. Going twice. It's going to be South Carolina, but they lasted longer than what I thought. Y'all like South Carolina's logo. I was not that high on South Carolina. 3 remaining. 3 remaining. 3 remaining. 3 remaining. And they are Alabama, Florida, and Missouri. Now we're going to flip it. How is it sick? It is a freaking gamecock with this. Have you seen the end? Look at this. Its head is right. See where the point of the finger is. That's its head. And its beak is right there. How is that a sick logo? Look. It's out of proportion. It makes no sense. Little bitty head. I mean, just a teeny little head. We're already getting votes on Missouri, by the way. I digress. So for 3rd place out of Alabama, Florida, Missouri, we are voting for 3rd place. It is down to Alabama, Florida, Missouri. You are voting on 3rd place right now. And Aaron says Missouri. Sea-Dog says Missouri. Any other votes? We are almost done with this. Almost done. Almost done. Pizza Woman says Mizzou. I think that's going to sweep it. Which is actually not all that bad. 3rd place is actually pretty good. Going once. Twice. Here we go. Missouri. Oh, that was a clean sweep. J.A. Jones says Missouri. Nice. And now there were 2. Now there were 2. We're going to switch it up a little bit, all right? Now you're going to vote on the best. The best logo out of Alabama and Florida. Who is the best out of those 2? This is voting for 1st place. It's between Alabama and Florida. Who is the best? The best. Number 1. You're voting on the number 1 logo. The number 1 logo. I'll go Florida. I liked Florida in my video. Sea-Dog says Florida. Who is the best out of Florida and Alabama in logos? logos. Not on the field. Logo. Pizza Woman going Alabama. Alabama. It's 2-1 Florida right now. Vote for who has the best logo out of Florida and Alabama. Does Florida have the best logo, or does Alabama have the best logo? J.A. Jones says Florida. Looks like Florida's about to wrap this up. Does anybody else? Oh, Aaron says Alabama. He says they have another one that's better, though. This is actually close. Florida has 3 votes, and Alabama has 2 votes as far as... Now, this is the best logo in the SEC. The best logo in the SEC. But it looks like Florida's going to win the best logo in the SEC. 3 votes to 2 votes. Anybody else in the chat want to cast their vote for the best logo between Alabama and Florida? Anybody else? This is a close one. Every vote matters. It's only 3-2. And Alabama is down by 1 vote. People are voting that Florida has the best logo, but only by a little bit. Only by a little bit. All right. I'm about to call it out. This is for the best logo in the SEC, and it came down to Florida and Alabama. And so I'll be calling out for Florida as number 1. Going once. Going twice. Florida, as voted by the chat, the best. Oh, your correct opinion. Okay, I got you, Sea-Dog. Well, at least y'all we got an evil twin using the same account. I got you. And once again, YouTube didn't tell me you were live. Oh man, that really sucks, especially for this one. I'm going to schedule the next vote because this is yeah. YouTube is having issues with that. So basically what we did this evening, Joey, I'm sorry YouTube is being so stupid. I'm creating brackets for logos. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make videos for each round, and I'm going to have people vote on those brackets for the teams to advance, and we'll find out who everybody think has the best logo. Not the best team, the best logo. Now, the live shows are to set up those brackets. So, I'm taking votes, from the worst logo to the best logo. And the way it turned out tonight, and here are the rules, by the way. In the chat, you're allowed to vote. Your vote counts. I vote too, though. But there is sort of a trump card, and that's a super chat. A super chat counts for as many people that are in the chat. So, and Sea-Dog pulled that twice. He pulled the super chat card twice. The first time was he wanted Georgia to be voted the worst logo in the SEC. So, with his super chat, Georgia was voted the worst logo in the SEC. And I've already closed it. It's done. But I am gonna do more. I am gonna do more. But here are the final rankings as voted by the chat. This is final. This has gone final, all right? So, number 14, Georgia, voted as the worst logo in the SEC. I did not see that coming, but that's a Yellow Jacket. A Yellow Jacket fan did that. 13, Kentucky. 12, Vanderbilt. 11, Tennessee. 10, Ole Miss. 9, LSU. 8, Mississippi State. 7 Texas A&M, 6 Auburn, 5 Arkansas, 4 South Carolina, 3 Missouri, 2 Alabama, and number 1, Florida. And that actually agreed with my video that I did today. So it actually all worked out. It all worked out. It all comes out in the wash. I appreciate everybody that stopped by and voted. I might try to do another live later. I'm not sure. But if I don't do another one this evening, I'll do one tomorrow. Because I'm gonna start setting them since YouTube's not reminding people. I'm going to do one at 9 o'clock tomorrow, okay? I'm going to do a live show at 9 o'clock for voting on worst to best logos. So if you want to vote, be here at 9. Tonight, I plan on doing it at 10 o'clock. It just depends on what happens. But tomorrow's going to happen. 9 o'clock, we're voting on the next logos. So I'm going to get off here. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. I appreciate everybody that voted. This helps me tremendously. Get some voting, and we're going to figure out who people think has the best logo in the nation. It's going to be awesome. So I appreciate everybody that stopped by. I had a good time. I don't know if y'all